going on. Where one was restoring some old SpongeBob episodes and making them widescreen
Yeah.
or Blu-ray. Basically, they reselled them, so like sell as in CELL, and to make it like more like the modern colors, because you know how kind of mustardy SpongeBob looked and kind of dark.
Well, yeah, that's because the first season was animated like the old, like typically when it comes to coloring in animation, originally the coloring process for animated cells was done hand drawn, like they actually physically colored
Yeah.
everything in, and
And
the thing is, the thing with that is it gives like the show a very grainy look because everything was done
God
physically.
damn it.
yeah,
But then by the late 90s to the early 2010s, most animated stuff switched to a technique called digital ink and paint. Like the thing is, the animated cells themselves are still hand drawn and everything, but when it comes to the coloring, they use like digital programs, which
yeah.
allowed the animation to get a much more modern look.
Mm-hmm.
So the first season of SpongeBob used the physical coloring, but then they switched to digital ink and paint for the second season.
Yeah. The guy did the recoloring of season one,
So
and
the guy basically went into SpongeBob and did the digital ink and paint method.
he used After Effects and lots, like he used a lot of After
You
Effects.
might have to link me to those episodes if they exist.
Um, there's no full episodes yet, but there's clips, and they're not
Yeah.
100% done yet.
Yeah, I'd imagine would be. Yeah, animation's one of the most tiresome processes that there is, but when done good, it's worth it. And that's why a lot of animated shows switching to Flash because it's cheaper. It just makes it look lazy, and it's not even worth the watching.
Yeah. It was really hard to re-find his channel, by the way.
Yeah, so if you can find those clips, I'd actually like to see them. But I think one of the shows where the switch from traditional coloring to digital ink and paint was Batman Beyond. Because the thing is, literally the entire first season, as well as the first half of season 2, they were animated completely traditionally. But then halfway through the second season, they switched to digital ink and paint. It gets a more modern look. So, like, one half of the series is one way, and the other half is the other way.
Yeah. Anyways, here you go, Schnick. I linked a test by him. There's other stuff on his channel.
Balrog.
They're not all SpongeBob, because he uploads some, like, other stuff that's out. That's, like, weird.
Balrog.
SpongeBob Pilot Remastered. Okay, let's take a look at this.
They're just an 8-second clip. You could tell it's a lot brighter.
Gotta be in top physical condition for today, Gary.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the freaking mega file, it's still uploading currently.
Yeah.
Part of the reason I'm sticking around is because I just want to know what to do with it when it's done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Shik, as you can see, it's a lot better.
Yeah. Alright, now let's listen to Apache the Pirate.
The freaking Bird Brains episode.
I just love his scream there.
Freaking Tom Kenny.
Tom Kenny in live action. And then, here's a fun fact, the parrot's voiced by Steven Hillenburg himself.
The freaking Bird Brains, like the Bird Brain leader when he talks for that small part. Or no, do you mean Patchy? Or no, not Patchy, Potty.
Yeah, Potty is voiced by Steven Hillenburg.
Get with the times, old man. Future's where it's at.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, that episode was on the disc I recorded.
You know, I actually really like SpongeBob BC, that episode, but a lot of people...
You know, did I ever tell the Universal incident where elementary school Schnick literally used the scenario between Patchy versus Potty to freaking debate why it was better to remain indoors than go outside? When we were at Universal Studios. In fact,
No.
thankfully, in a month, I get to go back to Universal, and I can finally give the Hulk another chance.
What? You want to know something strange, Brandon?
What?
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 This has something to do with Universal Studios. So, you know Mango? Apparently, his mom and her side of the family worked at Universal Studios so much that now he has a gold standard to where he could just basically enter for free. He's like a VIP.
Oh wow.
Universal Studios. I don't know why I remember that about him, but I do. Yeah, it's weird. He has some weird platinum pass.
That stupid kid came to offer his life as a sacrifice for the great Ganondorf.
Fernandendorf.
Fire and Ice.
Oh, is that what's their faces from that one Smash stage?
Twinrova.
You know that one Smash stage?
From what?
From the 3DS, Gerudo Valley. That's coming back in Ultimate.
Oh, I mean, I barely remember the stages in the 3DS version, so thanks, Ultimate.
How is this guy taking a shitty port and making it look like it's not even on like it doesn't even control on the original DS?
Mate, the guy's been working on it for literally 6 years. It's stupid how long he's been working on it. He literally claims it's bigger than Odyssey, and I honestly believe him with how much stuff he sent. He actually wanted to get it out, I think, this year, but he had to delay it, so...
And right now I'm trying to figure out how you can deflect their lasers at them. 'Cause that's how you hurt them.
Yes.
Ass scratching fun.
Nick, who do you think would win, Deadpool versus The Mask?
The Mask versus Deadpool. I mean, well, both of them are basically invincible, so I couldn't say.
Okay, Jim Carrey Mask versus Ryan Reynolds Deadpool.
We had a question at work yesterday. Who'd win? Who'd win in a fight, Deadpool or the Hulk?
I mean, freaking the Hulk would get pissed off at Deadpool easily.
I'd guarantee that Deadpool would win.
Because I think it's been, well, then again, it's been demonstrated both can die.
Yeah. Imagine just flattening Deadpool to a pancake. That'd be horrible. Oh, for Deadpool. For Donkey, he'd just be making flapjacks for dinner.
Puny god.
He's making waffles.
I am a god. Ow, ow, ow. Puny god.
Freaking, I like how they reference that in Ragnarok.
I will not be bullied by...
The freaking Loki's...
confirmed on the Disney streaming service that Loki's getting his own show.
Yeah, some what's it called? I don't know what it's called.
Did he die? Did you fake his death again when Thanos killed him?
No, it's like a pre-story. It's like his story from when he was born throughout.
Oh, it sounds like Tom Hiddleston's reprising his role, apparently.
I like freaking, Like in Thor Ragnarok, how freaking Thor's like, "Hey, Banner, I know this guy from work," and Loki's like, "I gotta get out of here." Then Jeff Goldblum's like, "No, where are you going?" And freaking he's like, "So Banner, I'll tell him to see," and he's like, "There's no Banner, only Hulk." And then he grabs Hulk and slams him in the exact same way he did Loki, and then Loki just screams, "Yes, that's what it feels like." And
Yeah, and I suck at this stupid fight because I can't deflect it into them. Like, I'm not good at it.
can you whack it with your sword, or do you need the mirror?
No, I need the mirror.
Did you know there's a mod called Chaos for Smash 4 that makes everyone overpowered?
Jesus hell, stop flying away from me!
Oh.
Hit her! Hit her! Oh my god!
Are you fighting the red one?
I'm trying to hit them both. And the stupid thing either won't form the laser at all, or when I aim at them, it does nothing. Like, it only does something whenever it wants. Oh, now I hit her.
What are the witches' names again? I forgot the
I
names.
don't care.
Twin Rova.
Wait.
Twin Rova.
Alright. Oh, I hit them enough to where they're now gonna merge.
Oh,
Double dynamite attack. She looks like freaking Gruntilda now. All I know is that supposedly I can't get hit by both at the same time.
Yeah, you charge up three of either one. Charge up 3 fire, charge up 3 ice.
Alright, I got 1 fire.
She combines. They combined into one. Then she just turns into Gruntilda. Then she's like, "Stop pestering me, Link, or you will face the wrath of my stink."
Did you ever
Stop
get the bigger
ice.
sword?
I want the fire.
You ever get the bigger sword?
No, I'm not getting that sword.
Do you pronounce it Bigoron or Big Goron?
I usually pronounce it Big Goron. And now the KHP sound is being made. There, now I'm shooting my flamethrower. Now I have to go stabby with my sword, right? Alright, well now she's getting up. Fucking redneck mode is activated for her. Alright, now I have fire again. She's probably gonna shoot ice. Yeah, oh, there's ice.
Do you have fire guy?
Yeah, I have. I'm harnessing the power of the fire guy. I'm learning the ways of fire guy.
Fire guy. You shoot fire into your eye.
You eat a big ol' pie.
Fucking damn it!
If you don't cry, then he will burn you
Fucking
with
turd.
his cry.
Yeah, he is a giant turd.
Yeah, fire guy is a bit of a turd.
No, ball.
Alright, KH sound effect again. Thank you.
Ball full of
Alright, shot her with the flamethrower of ultimate evil. And now I slashed her twice. Nice.
Alright. I'm gonna get going. I have stupid work tomorrow.
Oh, you don't like it now?
Oh wait, it's
No, it's my birthday. I don't want to be fucking working on my birthday.
Hey, it's
happy birthday! Tommy Wiseau's voice.
it actually is his birthday right now. It's 2 minutes into his birthday.
Yeah, it is his birthday, pretty much.
Happy 19th.
Whoa, thank you.
Okay, get
I'm
up
gonna
there.
get going now.
No! Get up there, Lord! Stop it! Bloody elf!
Well, kick whatever it is that's annoying you.
Buddy
Bye-bye.
the elf. No, Link, you're not Link anymore. You're Buddy the elf. Next time I play this game, I'm naming you Buddy.
Bobo.
Hell, maybe I could even put if I can fit it. I should even try putting Buddy the elf, his full name.
Buddy Elfman. Instead of
Yeah, how about Buddy Elfman?
Oh boy.
Alright, fucker, let's go.
Mr. Bean gets a diamond play button. Wait, I didn't even know Mr. Bean had his own YouTube channel.
I guess now everybody knows.
Have you seen Mr. Bean?
Mr. Bean.
Have you seen a lot of Mr. Bean? Because I've seen a surprising amount of Mr. Bean.
I
seen
have not really seen this. Is that why you say the word bean all the time?
partly to do. It's partly to do with that, and partly to do with Vine Sauce, and partly because it's so stupid that no one on Earth should say it, but I say it anyways.
Oh my god. Oh, you fuck. Hey, I found the dodge button, so you can't do your fake outs on me now, bitch. Here we go. Princess Apple. There.
Anyways, freaking the Mr. Bean show, his first his actual British show was on Netflix for a while, and I'm might as well watch this. It looks funny, and it was pretty funny.
All right, bitch. Here we go. Come on, give me your best shot. Thank you. Slash Gruntilda. Die Gruntilda. Die Gruntilda. Ah! Killed Gruntilda. Die Gruntilda.
Grunto is now Scunto.
Yes, she is.
Sonic Heroes.
What a fresh kid. This time we'll get serious. I like how they literally go to heaven.
Did they literally tell Link to stay fresh and then just go to heaven?
Yeah, they have halos over their head and it looks like they're being sucked up to heaven.
Hey, get back down here. You're not supposed to go up there. Freaking, did you know there was a freaking dark freaking thing in dark humor in freaking Gravity Falls? Have you seen Gravity Falls?
The one time I was about to watch an episode, my sister changed it to fucking shake it up.
You need to watch Gravity Falls. It's actually really good, and they actually
It
canceled the
is
show.
available on Hulu if I ever wanted to see it.
Oh, well, you honestly should. Because the creator purposely stopped it because he didn't want it to stretch out for too long, like Simpsons and
Yeah.
Brothers. It's popular and came out. Honestly, the story is pretty great. The last episode is also pretty cool.
You know, that was one of the Watch Mojo's most infamous fuck-ups.
Wait.
Because the thing is, Watch Mojo is actually pretty well known for how how their top 10 lists are usually not very good.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, the reason I got pissed off is because they made a lot of mistakes I hated that a lot of people just simply didn't notice and they applauded them anyway. But it looks like there are points where a person on YouTube can make a mistake and it is so major that nobody can turn an blind eye to it.
Well, what did they do?
They made a list of the top 10 worst Disney Channel shows, or maybe worst cartoon shows.
Right.
They put Gravity Falls at number 7.
What?
And their reasoning was that it was too dark for younger audiences.
That's no. I've seen the entire series, and there's only one episode that I'd consider maybe too scary.
Freaking... They got such a backlash on the video, they had to apologize for it, and later they did end up including the show on the top 10 best Disney Channel shows or something.
Wow.
Like, we were wrong. Okay, we were wrong. We were wrong. Still love us. Love us.
Yeah, and then you put your stupid ass intro where you beg people to subscribe to you every freaking start of every single video.
Hello everyone, today we're doing our top 10 about blank. But first, please feel free to subscribe and like the video before you watch it.
Yeah, because I want my freaking inbox to be... Because they upload videos, not quite at Dark Side Phil rates, but they upload like several videos a day.
Yeah,
so if you subscribe to them, your subscription inbox is going to get
freaking...
spammed.
Have you seen the IHE video about them, where he basically explains that they throw so much stuff on the wall that they hope that something sticks?
Yeah, and funny thing is, WatchMojo actually responded to his video saying they appreciated the feedback.
Wow.
But yeah, they've made plenty of mistakes. Like, in their top 10 hardest Grand Theft Auto missions video, they
Oh
include
yeah, I remember this. You explained when you could just jump behind and get in a boat.
Yeah, like, they act as though you have to fight your way through the wanted level, but in actuality, you're close to a boat that you can just jump in and drive away. Sure, they might give chase in a helicopter, but or in police boats, but sooner or later, you're going to lose them.
Yeah.
And there's not much they can do to fire on you, if you're driving so fast.
Yeah, the dark joke in Gravity Falls was there's this character talking to his grandma. I think both of his parents were dead or something like that. And his grandma said something like, oh, you don't have to worry about that, Seuss. Your mother's up in heaven, right? And then he's like, oh, and dad too, right? And then he's like, no, he's somewhere else.
Oh, I get that. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, and then he just had a confused look on his face. And then they started talking about something else. Yeah, this show is actually pretty sly about its humor.
I mean, well, that's good at least.
Yeah. I mean, there is one character who is extremely annoying and doesn't really get much closure for that annoyance, but other than that...
Finally, all of us, the 6 sages, have been awakened. Now we can kill Ganondorf.
Sure. Kill.
All you do, you stab him through the skull and then he dies. You may have killed Ganondorf, but not Ganon.
I should have killed him.
Okay. And now, do I just simply go back to the Temple of Time, or do I go
Wait.
to Divinity?
Wait a second, no, he doesn't actually die.
No. I should have.
Yeah, he escapes in
No,
Twilight
spoilers.
Princess. No, that's not spoilers. He's okay. How is it spoilers to know that you're gonna fight Ganon in a Zelda game?
I mean, what happened at the end of this Zelda game, I mean.
I mean, Zelda stories are usually not that deep.
I feel like it's mostly about the world and stuff. I feel the same way about Paper Mario.
I mean, Paper Mario's stories are a lot more interesting, I'd say. At least the first 3.
I'd say the best story was Super Paper Mario.
Yeah.
And-
Because out of all the worlds featured in the Paper Mario series,
Thousand Year Door and Super Paper Mario are usually the most interesting.
Yeah, I mean, the first game you could consider as a bit generic, but no, I'd say the first game's pretty interesting too. Sticker Star is not at all. Color Splash, of what little I played, is at least better than Sticker Star, but you would still rather be playing the other three, the first three.
I'd say Color Splash is a bit better than the first game. Like, once you
Really?
get through it, like, trust me, the stuff that it has later on in the game, it actually gets really interesting with the worlds. Like,
Yeah,
I feel
I, like, at least the setting is different, and it did at least make me want... Like, for instance, I'm early enough in the game to where I haven't even... Because I think Bowser's in the game, but I'm early enough in the game after playing for several hours to where I haven't even seen him.
trust me, the game isn't necessarily about him, so that's why he's not being shown.
Huh. Well, that's good at least. That there's an original villain akin to Thousand Year Door and Super Paper Mario.
It's weird.
And here's another question.
Wouldn't
I'm
say
sure I-
exactly, Nick, I wouldn't say exactly like that, but it's kind of. It's weird.
Kind of.
Like,
I mean,
it's just
now
the
I
way
have
that
another question.
happens.
I actually have another question because one thing I know that's a huge criticism of Sticker Star was that they made Bowser completely mute akin to the other games.
He's not-
In Color Splash, he actually gets to speak again.
He speaks a bit, but it's not that much. Like I'd say he speaks probably about as much or a bit less than in the original game.
Well, I'd say he had a fair amount of lines in the original game, so...
Yeah. I mean, it's not really until, like, when he's introduced and then when you meet him somewhere else, but yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, because the thing is, one thing people love about the Mario RPGs is the humor Bowser has.
Yeah. His dialogue is very interesting. Once you get to that part.
Hmm.
'Cause that's when you kind of piece everything together. Anyways, yeah, the game starts off kind of generic enough, but it still kind of has its charm.
Well, no, the start of the game, like, it at least had me interested to find out why all the color disappeared, because a few hours in, it's still not really stated why the Shy Guys are running around.
You'll find out. Like, how many of the big Grand Staros have you gotten?
I think I was in the process of getting one of them. I think, like, I'm already past, like, the first couple of stages. So, anyways, do I have to meet the sages in the frickin' Temple of Time? Well, then again, I have to go there anyway, because that's where Ganon's castle is.
You gotta go Temple of Time, but no. You gotta go there. Not to meet him out, but meet the 7th Sage. Spoiler.
Well, I already know who the 7th Sage is.
What?
Schnick,
How could you ever know
Shit.
that?
you just get inside of there, and then you're like, wait a second, and then you just hear the freaking chorus of the Temple Time. Shitty games.
But hey, since Brandon's not here, I can actually discuss Shitty RPG a bit more.
Oh yeah.
So I told the story of... Well, Vandia, you didn't care about the sequel story, right?
No.
No. I already said... So, while making the sequel, I'm actually going to split the game into chapters. This means I can edit the game at a sequence as long as I edit the chapters in sequence.
So is it gonna be like Thousand Year Door, where it's like doo 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 chapter 1, 2, blah blah blah.
Not exactly with a funny little animation like that, but there will be like an introduction to each chapter, like chapter 1, chapter 2.
Yeah.
You care about spoilers?
Me?
No, Snick.
Why?
He's making
Spoilers for what?
My game.
Oh, your game. Okay. I mean, I guess.
I didn't know what I'm talking about then. Let's like the. Oh God. How do I get help? How do I get help with this game if can't get?
Well,
I can
here's
help.
the thing. I haven't really studied RPG Maker MV, so there's not much. And the thing is, it is set up quite differently from VX.
Yeah,
so I
like
have to learn it myself.
yeah, like I said, the only real help you're gonna get is from me and YouTube tutorials. So. My feet.
Cause
Oh,
I'm
my
not.
feet sore.
I was gonna put all of us in the game.
Yeah. I mean, I already showed Jesse his face set, and it was Jesse approved.
Yeah, the only thing I said is maybe change the glasses to square, because my glasses aren't quite like that, but pretty much everything
There's
else.
not that many options for glasses, though, so I think that's the closest I can get.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, speaking of which, Vandalia, do you remember Hawk?
Yeah, the crazy guy.
Yeah, he actually sent me some Facebook messages, and I talked with him briefly while I was sitting at the theater not doing anything.
I know who Hawk is.
Yeah, the thing... Huh?
I said, oh, that I know who Hawk is. That's strange. Also, as soon as you said Rock, I immediately thought of Rock Hawk, because we were just talking about Paper Mario.
Yeah, because I put 8 people that I've talked to on Skype and YouTube in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, there's Vandalia, Jesse, Adam, and Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
Adam, like... And the thing is, the game does, like... Essentially, they're the version of the real-life people in the first game. Like, you're... Essentially, all of you are supposed generals or higher-ups of the evil camp.
What?
And
So my position is just a general at Evil Camp.
Well, that's what everybody is. Essentially, everyone's like... I forget High Council members, I think is what I wrote in the synopsis that I have on Google Docs.
So how's Military Snick know who we are?
And the thing is, that's the thing with each chapter. I think each chapter will have a little epilogue or prologue section where you see basically it cuts to Maximilian in the freaking Black Void, reflecting on, like, slowly regaining his memories of everything that happened, but that led to him getting trapped in the game.
Oh yeah, freaking Max. I forgot the freaking... I had to update the game over.
The game over screen.
Yeah, to fix his hair. Freaking, what'd you think? What'd you think when I revealed what I used as a template for him?
I was not expecting a Disney character to be used, but it worked.
Yeah.
But yeah, so essentially so these flashback scenes, you find that he was a social worker / guidance counselor at middle school Schnick's school. And his fiance was aiming to go into the site and basically become a therapist. And the thing is, middle school Schnick keeps complaining about getting bullied, and he keeps going to him for advice. And he tries his best to give him advice, but middle school Schnick just keeps saying, "It's not gonna work, it's not gonna work."
Well,
and, so basically
it's
it's like difficult to deal with.
It's no use.
And so his fiance, I think I'm going to make her name Elizabeth. If you wanted to go for the short name Max, like how you're doing with him, you can call her Liz.
Lizzie.
Or Lizzie, whichever.
Or Beth.
Beth.
Yeah, I think the nickname that Max uses is Liz or Lizzie. So the two of them have freaking arguments over how to deal with him. And that leads to one of his moments of regret. Like, they get into a big fight, and he really and let's just say before Middle School Schnick traps him in the game, he doesn't get a chance to apologize.
Oh.
And the thing is, throughout repeated sessions where Middle School Schnick goes into his office, you gradually hear... So, Middle School Schnick describes his friends. And gradually as the game goes on, Max starts to hear that more and more of Middle School Schnick's friends are ending up in comas at the hospital. Basically, he put them in the game, so they're out cold in the real world.
Wow, so literally, you create the game and then me, and I'm just like, I don't feel so good. I have this strange feeling that someone just put me in their shitty game, and then I just collapse on the floor.
But I want to know is how we're in the game if we didn't
Well,
till
that's
years later.
the explanation.
Okay.
Well, actually, that's actually going to be in the flashbacks. So, there's one point in the original shitty RPG, you remember when they're in the hotel room, and basically the whole sequence was basically me stating verbatim what the speech Adam gave when he played the original version of that?
Yeah.
Essentially, the idea is that Middle School Schnick had met friends on the internet that were helping him develop the game, and he was taking their ideas and putting it in. And you can assume that eventually these internet friends fell victim to his grasp too.
Well.
And all I know is that the last flashback scene, well, I already mentioned that Middle School Schnick causes a big fight and how everyone obviously wants him in trouble and to pay for what he did. He goes crying to Max to help him bail him out, and because Max gives him a rightful speech saying he needs to take responsibility for his actions, that's not what Middle School Schnick wanted to hear, so he considers him, quote-unquote, the meanest man in America.
Wow. Speaking, that straight up sounds like something a politician would say. I don't know why.
And freaking... So... in the last session he finds out that Middle School Schnick's making the game, and he flat out tells him, "You shouldn't be making that game. I think I know what to do. You need to stop making that game. It's taking up your entire life. How are you gonna fix all your real life problems when you're busy making this stupid game?"
Wow.
And Middle School Schnick doesn't want to hear it. And he takes it as a threat. You know, at the end of the first game, when the party confronts him, he notes how he vaguely remembered trying to intervene. That intervention he was supposedly doing wasn't even intentional.
Freaking what the heck? Okay, wait, I'm sorry.
He just remembers it as being intentional because Middle School Schnick messed up his mind to think that way. Like, legit, he meets up with the other two people that gets trapped in the game with him at a bar, and they're like just kind of sharing a drink with each other, and they're just kind of discussing what the last session. As they're starting to leave the bar, you could say they have the "I don't feel so good" moment, and all three of them just collapse on the floor as the bartender calls for an ambulance. And that's where the last flashback ends.
Thanks for putting me in a coma, Schnick. Anyways.
And see, more or less what it's like, and that's how all the characters, including the main characters, except in the second game, the playable characters.
Yeah.
Like, essentially, when they die in the game, they basically just wake up from their coma in the real world, and because they don't have any memory of what happened. Like, for them, they pass out, and then next thing they know, they're waking up wherever it is they wake up.
Wow. Schnick, okay, so I was watching a video, I paused it, and it was a
Yes.
compilation that said best of bad acting. And there was the very first clip. Do you want to see what? Here, I'm gonna reenact what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, this wasn't actually actual acting. Hopefully my phone doesn't fall. So here's what happened. So pretend there's like a ninja over there, right?
I think I know what
So
you're
then-
doing.
And ninja. So this guy has a gun like this. Turns his fingers like a gun, like in the freaking Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever. Freaking a ninja star flies at his chest like, and then he's like, ah. And then he looks at the ninja, and then he goes, and just falls over and dies.
No, the scream he did was.
And then he got stupid noise. And then he just shrugs his shoulder like, whatever. And then he just dies.
Yep.
Freaking, that's what I was talking about. I'm like, what's going on? So I'm guessing you saw that video too, or you either...
Yeah, I've seen. That was one of the oldest YouTube videos I saw, I think. Did it have the infamous Garbage Day clip in there?
says it was uploaded a year ago.
Well, I saw an older version of it.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't watch the full thing.
So that's why I was so to describe what all of you are doing. So I said the 4 of you are in, then the other 4 people that are in. Well, Hawk is in, Jacob, Adam and Brandon's friend is in, Tobin, the guy that kept saying the N-word in the Crash Bash video, he's in. And lastly, Corey, a guy that I used to collaborate with years ago, he's also in.
When did I meet you? Were you 10th grade Snick or 11th grade Snick?
I think 11th grade. Trying to think. I'm trying to think of the death order. Because obviously everybody dies, they gotta wake up in the real world. I think the death order is Jacob, Brandon, Tobin, Corey, Jesse, Hawk, Adam, and Vandalia.
Yeah.
And out of everybody, Vandalia is the only one you don't fight.
So I'm still trapped there then.
So you're a what?
So I'm still trapped there then?
No, you get killed by another character.
Okay, so like...
Yeah, so you're not trapped there. So I already partially described the finale. So, do you remember the finale from the Google Doc, or did I ever describe it?
I know there's 3, you said there was 3 endings.
I think, no, right now there's only 2 endings.
Oh my god, Schnick, you really need to watch Red
The bad acting.
No, I really, really recommend you watch Red vs. Blue.
Okay.
Honestly.
Alright. So, anyways, what I was gonna say was, Jesse, do you remember the ending of the Google Doc?
Google Doc, as in like the timeline, or
No, do you remember the ending of the synopsis that was in the Google Doc?
synopsis for what game?
The sequel.
I know it had. Did you give me like a funny ending idea with the brawl like thing, and then the portal with Shrek in it?
Well,
Or is
yeah, that's part of the ending. So essentially, what happens is everyone makes it to like the throne room of the evil camp. At this point, Vandalia and Adam are the only ones left. Adam steps forward and fights everybody. Everybody beats Adam. And then freaking Vandalia alongside the Soom leader, the snotty boy, and the snotty girl, they tell everyone to stand down.
Yeah.
Because they're actually trying to help take down Middle School Schnick. It's kind of doing Vandalia's idea, where it was a war between the evil camp and the Dog King.
Mm-hmm.
And the Dog King, after the evil camp is defeated, is just going to keep everybody else trapped in there forever. So the Dog King decides to... So because Middle School Schnick is out of ideas, the Dog King kills Nicolai, the freaking little Nick.
Nikolai.
Yeah, do that.
Nikolai. Freaking instant black ops.
Or, I don't know, maybe not do that.
Nikolai.
Actually, I might actually have Nicolai survive.
Hmm.
The Dog King fights everybody except Nick and Little Nick. I'm not gonna call him that stupid name, even though that's what he's gonna be called in the game.
Young Nick, like Young Lane.
No, he's gonna be called Nicolai, but I'm calling him Little Nick outside of it.
Bad Nick.
Yeah,
Instead
bad.
of Bad Nick. Bad
So, and the thing is, the Dog King, he's wounded but not dead. You know how in the PS2 game, Sephiroth's supposed to be the villain, but he barely appears in the game?
Yeah.
Nick. Yeah.
He comes out of nowhere, and he's like, I need to finish my mission, and then he puts his giant-ass sword in the Dog King, and Sephiroth fades from existence, in showing what's gonna happen to the main characters if they don't win.
Oh no.
And through some weird chain of events, for one thing, it's implied Middle School Schnick made his own dog go into a coma or in order to put him in the game.
Oh no.
And get right at the moment Sephiroth freaking kills the Dog King in game. Or better yet, I'm not sure if I want to make it a coincidence or if it's because of Middle School Schnick. But right at the point where this happens in game, Middle School Schnick is called upstairs, and it's like a considerable amount of time passes. He comes back. We find out the dog that was that based the Dog King in the game died in real life.
Oh.
So Middle School Schnick is fucking furious. He blames the entire party for doing it. And he starts editing the game to where literally the whole population of the game world is biased against everybody.
Oh no.
Freaking Vandalia's character is shown to be very self-aware. In fact, he was just pretending to go with it. But then freaking Crazy Lady, the leader of the evil camp, goes crazy. She goes freaking Super Saiyan Dragon form, and then freaking she starts spitting fire everywhere, and Vandalia gets burned by that, and he's wounded.
Vandalia literally gets burnt by a smog lady.
Oh god. Couldn't be anything any worse than freaking... I think I made Jacob kill himself with a cyanide pill.
Oh god. Ale Hydra.
Freaking, that's basically what Jacob did in the game. And I kind of gave Tobin an undead look, kind of matched one of his old Skype profile picture. And let's see. So Vandalia dies there, but before he dies, he warns you need to go to back into the Cavern of Remembrance. And the thing is, throughout the game, you find like all different keys that get you further in.
Yeah.
You can try to go back. I don't think I'm going to make the keys missable items. Like, you could actually go back and find them if you wanted.
That's good.
And essentially, when you go through the Cavern of Remembrance, you start fighting a lot of the major villains from the first game.
Yeah.
And, like, up until the game's end game point, the last boss you can fight is a double team of Schnick and Jonathan. Like, I'd have to try and find to make them the perfect combo. And then, freaking, as soon as you're at the end game, you can go into the final room where Max awaits. Like, it's essentially the same room that he was in during all the flashback portions.
Yeah.
Then, you have in order to get the good ending, you have to get into a boss fight with him and you have to win. And I have to beef up that boss fight where he just goes freaking insane.
And if you die, is it just game over?
If you die, yeah, it is just game over.
Wah, wah.
So the difference between the bad and good ending, how do you get to each ending again?
This is the only thing about the bad. You need to go in, you need to complete the cavern in order to get the good ending. Because basically the difference between the bad ending and the good ending is that you're not really given closure on Middle School Schnick's defeat in the bad ending, and Max is more or less shown to be forever trapped in a coma. Because his soul in the game faded from existence because of Middle School Schnick's bitterness. So he's basically in a persistent vegetative state. Meaning that he never gets to have the closure he needed to get. But if you beat him in the dungeon, he more or less
wakes up?
No, he just has a big freaking rage moment about how he can't get out of the game because of the way Middle School Schnick wrote him. Because don't forget, he can't die. Like, Middle School Schnick specifically made it that way to where he can never leave his little series.
Well, it's very unfortunate.
And he gives a bit of a speech. Like, I don't know exactly what he says, what I'm gonna have him say. But he gives a speech about how... He gives a speech about how he failed Middle School Schnick, more or less.
Yeah.
How he failed to reach him, and how he failed to... do all that. Middle School Schnick is still not exactly happy with him, but after thinking of, like, because Middle School Schnick's basically writing this, or it's just popping into his head because of everything that's going on in the game, and Middle School Schnick is like, maybe trapping him in here forever was stupid. And he just magically takes away his invincibility, and all the freaking mortal wounds he suffered during the battle finally have him die.
Well, I think the freaking Doctor dies in that way.
Huh?
Doctor Who, one of the doctors dies in that way.
Oh, wow.
Like, he's so wounded from battle, from all those years, that he just regenerates. So.
Wow. But yeah, the difference is that when you so the final dungeon in the game, more or less, there's going to be an FMV where you see that giant battleship from the cutscene in Smash Brawl emerge, and that's basically what Middle School Schnick's on. No, more specifically, it's Nick and Little Nick. Like literally middle school. Their original characters are gone. It's only middle school Schnick.
Wow.
In
So
fact,
it's
it's almost like a split personality kind of thing, where they treat each other like separate beings, but they're both middle school Schnick now.
So it's like Bowser and Ganondorf on top of it, but instead of that, it's just Schnick, middle school Schnick, and then
Well, yeah, it's Nick and Little Nick that are on top of it now.
yeah.
So, the party is being chased by all the angry mobs across the world that now want them dead.
Yeah.
And they make it into the ship. And now, here's a curious thing. The final dungeon is not going to have random encounters, but I'm gonna sure as hell try to simulate random encounters.
Wow.
Because literally, all of the regular fights in the last dungeon are just going to be whatever character middle school Schnick tries to throw at them. Like, I'm going to take so many sprites as many game characters, movie characters, TV characters as I can find.
Wow, so it's just gonna be a barrage of
Like,
media.
and you're fighting them as regular enemies, for the most part. Like, there might be a couple of boss tier ones, like, one will be Segata Senshuro. And it's funny, like, the freaking Sonic characters recognize him, they're like, Segata, what are you doing here?
Why, Sega Saturn? I kill you.
Well, no, he's gonna respond, Segata Senshuro.
It'd be funny if like Chuck Norris or something appeared. So it's just gonna be like random movie people and video games.
Random movie, game, and everybody people, that anybody I can find a sprite of.
Hey, where's that? You said you can create your own sprites at Google or something. You said something about that.
You can create your own RPG Maker sprites in the Maker, but I don't know about Google or anything like that.
I thought that's what Jesse said.
I don't know, but
Jesse, what was that you said in my text?
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Wait, what did I say?
You said there's a RPG makers, there's a Google Sprite Maker, something like that. Remember?
Just search on Google, just Sprite Maker or something. I'm sure it's pretty easy. Like it's just like squares, and then you fill them in, and then you download the image. I know there's a ton for mobile and all that.
Because I still need to find some sprites for the characters I want to put in my game.
Yeah.
I need to find some face images too. I found some face images, but then like, oh, this face image won't be accepted. God damn it, you stupid PGN thing.
So anyways, I just thought, you're now gonna have a boss fight with Little Nick. He'll basically be the penultimate boss fight before the last save point. Then you go forward. More or less, the first boss fight against Nick himself is kind of a... Jesse, have you played Persona 5? No? Oh wait, you couldn't have because it's on PlayStation only. Do you care about the Persona series spoilers?
Who, me or Vandalia?
Well, both of you, I guess, yeah.
No, I don't care.
Spoilers
So,
for
more or less, the first battle against Mr. Nick is kind of him ripping off one of the fights against Shadow Shido, where he has his shirt off and he kind of goes on steroid, kind of has like these steroid-like muscles. Including the same boss battle music, actually.
Huh.
Like, there's two phases to this part. If you're going for the bad ending, you kind of stop here. But if you go for the good ending, the speech that Max gave before his death. Like, let's just say Vandalia, before his death, Vandalia enacted another message of his own.
Ooh. Thinking ahead of
And
I am.
freaking middle school schnick. It doesn't reduce his anger towards the main party, but it does one key thing. It questions his creative mind.
Oh.
And it opens a tear in reality in the game that just fucks everything up. And the characters are pulled, the main party is pulled into this tear in reality. And it's basically a copy of the final battle from Final Fantasy VIII. Complete with the same music, probably. And the true final boss is against what's known as the Creator's Mind. I don't know what I'd want to be the Creator's Mind. I don't know what sprite or picture I would use for the Creator's Mind. I might go freaking Gygas. And I'll just combine a whole bunch of elementary school schnick images and just make them into a weird mishmash. If that's even possible. And just, like, distort it into, like, a swirly image. And after destroying the Creator's Mind, you actually destroy middle school schnick's drive to make RPGs.
Oh.
Representing how he gave up on both the PS2 game and the freaking original version of the first game. You just destroy his mind, and the thing is, it all backfires on middle school schnick. And he doesn't enter a coma, but he goes out cold. Like, so he enters a very small coma. So right when his parents are coming downstairs to yell at him about the stolen credit card, they find him unconscious and they quickly call an ambulance. So the main characters, it's kind of a repeat of the end of the good ending of the first game where everyone's in the void. And I kind of reenact the ending of Dissidia, of the first Dissidia, where everyone just gradually goes home one by one until maybe we're left with one or two characters where they make it back to their home world and they just walk home proud, and that's kind of where it ends on that front.
And then, well, the looking in the third game happens.
Well, no, another cutscene you get is slowly you fade to the hospital room where Max's unconscious, comatose body is, and very slowly you see him wake up. And then the real Jonathan is there, and he gets overly excited that he finally opened his eyes.
Cool.
And then like the times you get like a 2-week time skip where he's finally released from the hospital, and then you see Elizabeth come immediately jumping in front of the hospital to see him come out, and the two of them embrace, and that's when the credits roll. And then you get the post-credits scene. The subspace portal where the giant battleship emerged, it's just sitting there in the middle of the ocean. Very slowly, you see a very clear silhouette of Shrek, and maybe very faint laughter from him, taken from Shrek Smash and Crash Racing. And it just cuts to black, and that's the end of the game.
Wow.
Yeah, Shrek's like, finally, he's been defeated. Now it's my turn.
Because, I mean, well, the thing is, with the third and fourth games, Middle School Schnick's not in charge.
Exactly. Shrek had to
Rogue
wait
game.
until Middle School Stick was defeated. People were able to enter the world.
Yeah, like, so I already said the third game, like, a lot of it's therapy sessions, and depending on your choices, Middle School Schnick will either still have an undying hatred for the party, or he'll begin to question why everyone hates him. And you need to get him questioning himself in order to get the third game's good ending. And that way he'll go with the Saint Germain, the time traveler from Castlevania.
Yeah.
And that leads to game number 4, where he's actually part of the same time organization, and that allows him to look back on all of his past actions, and you see him fully start to regret it.
Well.
And then that's why he wants to go after Darkside Phil in the 4th game, because Darkside Phil reminded him of himself.
Yeah.
I think I said at one point, like, you would be playing as mostly a new cast in freaking this 4th game.
Huh.
And all I know is that I remember one of the characters I wanted to have was the custom character from that new Sonic game that everyone thought was meh.
Well.
And,
Oh yeah, I remember that, the custom character.
Yeah, the custom character. So, the thing is, so all I know is that the opening scene has the custom character being basically captured and put into the freaking time rift, where the time traveling organization is. Middle School Schnick comes out and he's like, listen, I need you to take part in this mission.
Yeah.
Come with me, you're gonna meet the rest of the team. And the other team members that are there are the main character of Persona 5, Nero from Devil May Cry, and Raiden from MGS.
Yeah.
And the thing is, all I know is that the opening scene, you can actually name the custom Sonic character because, well, they don't have a name in the game itself.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually going to give an option to name the player.
Yeah.
And, like, all I know is that I would have the Middle School Schnick have a very awkward conversation with the character because Middle School Schnick hates the Sonic characters.
Yeah.
Like, he hated them big time, and he like, so I want him to have an awkward conversation where he just doesn't know what to say.
Wow.
He's like, yeah, I kind of hated all you animal characters. But I still kind of looked into what was going on. Apparently you won some kind of revolution. That's cool, I guess.
Wow.
This might sound awkward, but I think you won way too easily. I also I didn't quite catch, and then when it gets in a name entry sequence, it's like, one more thing. I only recently started looking into what was going on your world, and I didn't quite catch what your name was.
Whoa, my phone's freaking out. My phone's like getting really hot.
And I mean, you can also name the main character Persona 5 in Persona 5, but you're not going to be able to name him in Shitty RPG 4. Instead, I just use his canon name.
Yeah. It'd be hilarious if you're like trying to assassinate Shrek or something in the third game.
Oh, wait a minute.
Just sitting there, and he's like, it's quiet, too quiet. You hear a loud bullet bang and like a sniper barely missed Shrek's head, and then he's like, now suddenly I think it's too loud.
You know, Jesse came up with an excuse for. No, you know, Brandon came up with an excuse for what happened to all the Shrek's victims.
What?
It was our Left 4 Dead thing.
Oh. Yeah.
Like, legit.
Mention.
The Left 4 Dead story, apparently Brandon made its events canon to the Universe 2 story of Schnick.
Oh.
All the characters we chose for the Left 4 Dead campaigns, they are deceased souls that have been killed by Shrek. And Shrek is literally making them go through all the Left 4 Dead campaigns for his own amusement, and whoever comes out and whoever survives 10 rounds gets a chance at a second life.
Huh.
Nice.
So, but anyways, Jesse, the file finished.
Yay.
So now
I
we
can-
can
So,
upload it.
what do I do here?
I can begin downloading it when I wake up.
Well, wait. How do I share it with everybody?
Okay, here. Oh, let me get.
Like, do I do it from the Mega app?
Whoa, wait, no.
What do I
So
do?
what I said is you have to do it through Google Docs, like I did.
Yeah, Google Docs, but now how am I gonna get the link?
So create a doc. Okay, wait. You click on it and you have here. I'm gonna go into Mega, and let me try and remember this. Yep. Oh my god. Okay. So you click on like. Okay, for me on the app, you have to click like 3 dots. And then there should be an option that just says get link. Something like that.
Wait, on Mega?
Yeah, on Mega, you go to the
Do I have to go
File.
on the browser or do I go on the program?
program.
Alright, I'm on the program, so now what? Or wait, hang on.
So you go to the options of the file. So like, I don't know how exactly you do it on the app. But for the mobile version, you click 3 dots, and then there should be an option that says get link. Maybe you right click on it or something.
Alright, well now I'm trying to find it. There's upload, no.
Cloud Drive.
Well, I'm trying to open this somehow.
No, you don't open the thing.
Import? What's import links or what?
Import links. I don't know exactly what that means.
Okay.
It should just say
Right.
get.
Uploads, Megasync uploads. Let's see.
Yeah, it should be in there.
Okay, well, let me see. I need to try and. Alright, Cloud Drive, but I don't know where that's gonna be.
You shouldn't
Isn't it
have.
program files?
It shouldn't be in that. Like, you just got Mega, so it should just be in your Cloud Drive overall.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the folder location because I don't know.
Is there a search thing to search for it? Like, search for the name?
In Mega itself?
Yeah, in Mega. Is there like a search thing to where you can search for the file?
Yeah, anytime I pull up Mega, there's like no option to. Oh, wait, here we go. Completed. I'm on completed. Alright, get Mega Link.
Yeah, get
But
the
I-
Mega.
Okay.
So, does it have the link? Just copy the link.
Yeah. Alright, I have the link, and now where's your Google Doc?
Okay. Google
Are you
Doc.
gonna send it?
Yeah. I got rid of Spider-Man on this, so and I'm just gonna read from Spider-Man link to just movie links. Okay, now I'm just gonna share it with you. Where is it? Oh my god, stop lagging. Okay. Link sharing on. Copy link. Okay, so you should have permission to open the doc and just paste your link into here.
Alright, are you sending it to me personally, or are you sending it to the chat?
To the chat.
Okay. Alright, movie links.
And it's just gonna be a blank Google Doc. Just paste your link.
Alright, it
into
says I can only... Wait, so post my link in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I just want to make sure you're able to... Oh my god.
Are you able to edit?
I can't edit, it's view only.
Here, let me just change the settings. Suggest changes when replaced with count. Clicking. Okay. Hurry up. Are you kidding me? Okay, wait. Can edit. Okay, I have to add you personally, so I just give me your Gmail.
Do enlameca@yahoo.com. Do you need me to spell that?
Yeah. Just paste it to me.
Yeah, there we go. enlameca@yahoo.com.
At Yahoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby's kisses.
Mecha at yahoo.com. So it's just that, then at yahoo.com, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Alright, so now I'm good.
Yeah, just click the link and then you should be able to edit.
Yeah, I can edit it now.
Yeah, just paste.
There.
Now, anyone who has access can download the movie, so...
Alright, and only us have the link, right?
Yeah, now I just need to add... Adam and them. And I can do that very easily because they gave me their Gmails.
And are you able to watch it without downloading it?
Yeah, you can watch it through Mega, but
Yeah,
it's
do you
lag.
want to quickly take a look at it just to make sure it's there and it works?
I mean, as long as it's like open with... I could either open it with the Mega app or Chrome. Yeah, I know I select all app. Stupid. Loading.
Oh wait, I didn't have to open Skype? Oh my god.
So it's called My Great Game.
Yeah.
And give you content, and then I could just watch it.
Alright, I'm gonna test it myself. Open link.
On deadly ground, jump to a scene. Good snake. Then you're going to start movie.
Yeah, you can see I didn't edit any of this out, but why not?
Yeah. Warner Bros. Production. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here. It seems to work.
Yeah, don't watch any more of it.
Just as long as they have internet, then they should watch it through there. You don't have to download it, but you can.
Yeah,
if you
I
want.
mean, well, I have the file on my computer, so I don't even have to use the Mega link at all.
Yeah. Brandon and Adam, I think, just Brandon had to use through Mega. Brandon and Vandalia watched it through Mega.
Okay.
Then I watched it through downloads, and you watched Spider-Man through just your DVD
Mm-hmm.
or your Blu-ray.
No, this is a DVD copy, because the movie was never released on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Some of Seagal's other movies were on Blu-ray, but frickin' I just got most of them in DVD quadruple packs because it was cheaper and it was pretty much the similar quality.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's about it. Hey.
I guess I'll start downloading it when I go to bed.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna get going. I have to march. I might have to march in a parade tomorrow.
I had to work tomorrow, so
Okay, see everybody.
bye. Bye,
See you.
audience.
Yeah, I'm leaving as well.
Stream over. Enjoy the randomness. I never